Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Afrobeat Beginner Sample Pack Volume 32. So what do we have today? We have if you watch the previous video, you could see that we started something like loop breakdown and you working with it. You have something like this. So really crazy, right? So let's you understand? So let's play it. So you can see that this is a full loop. Then we have the breakdown of the loop. This is the drums. These are the drums. Wow. This is the kick. Now you can use this to make an amapiano type of vibe. Wow. Crazy. Now it has the bass loop. The bass loop is here. I think it has low drum too. The bass loop. Then we have the melody. Now you can take out the melody and use the melody and make another different type of beat from this. You understand? You can make another different pattern. We have a lot of amapiano type of vibe. You understand? So you can pick the melody and use the drum, your kind of drum. You understand? You get me, bar? Or you can use this drum and pick another different type of melody. You understand? So you can actually pick. Actually, from this pack, I've seen something that I can use. I've seen this clap. It's crazy. You understand? I've seen this clap. So that's what sample pack does to you. It makes your work kind of easy. It makes your production journey quicker. It makes your production journey quicker. So let's preview the other one. Let's check on the loop first of all. Wow, that's crazy, right? So let's drag. So you have something like this. Forgive me, the loop is on auto, so let me reduce the tempo a little bit. So let's go. Let me take it back to stretch so that it will not lose this texture and everything. Crazy, right? So you see the bass is here. Let's check the bass. This is 808. Crazy bounce. Now, if for instance you are creating this type of vibe, you understand. Remember that this bass, this 808 is playing on the key of this part of this beat. You understand? The bounce is playing on the key of this beat. You can pick the idea of the bounce and create. For instance, you're working on a beat like an Afro fusion type of beat like this. You can actually pick the bass style and it will give you idea. Do you understand? It makes you start thinking the way other producers are thinking. That's one of the biggest importance of using sample pack. It gives you the idea of how this producer is thinking. Do you understand? Like for instance, I have sample pack by a lot of producers. You understand? A lot of producers that send sample packs. I buy their sample packs. I buy their sample pack. And why am I buying it? I want to start seeing from their eyes. I want to see what they are seeing. You get me, ba? So you get me. So I want to start seeing. For instance, look at this type of bounce. So if I'm arranging an 808, maybe anytime, I might take one to flip one up, an octave up to have that dum dum. You understand? You get me? So that's one thing about loop sample pack. You understand? It makes you start thinking like if you patronize if you patronize people that are actually big in this industry, or people that are really talented in the industry, you start thinking the way they are thinking. You understand? Before you know, you start making drums like them. Yeah, the password for this pack is Owenix permit. Owenix permit. Let me write it here so you guys can see it. Let me pick. Okay, yeah. Owenix. No capital letter in anything I'm doing. Owenix permit. Owenix permit. You understand? That's the password for this pack. Owenix permit. Now, back to what I was saying. If I give you the one shot of this beat, definitely you can be able to make. If I give you the one shot, you can be able to make almost a similar drum pattern like this. Now, tell me you are not already thinking like the producer of the, or like the producer. Tell me that, like, if I give you the, okay, for instance, I give you the one shot, which is the yeah, you understand? And you want to recreate a beat for, maybe you are making beat for an artist, or maybe you are just like exploring your ideas. You get me? And you are just exploring your ideas. If you tend to if you come to this sample pack, you like, I remember the way this 808 was sounding, dun dun. Before you know, you have already applied that idea you saw. That idea, you have applied it into your production. So that's why it's always good to get sample packs. It makes your production journey quicker and easier. You understand? Quicker and easier. It was through sample pack I came to discover about ambience, texture. Before, I just play the chord and play the bass, and my beat was just sounding so dry. You get? It was later I started evolving. I started to know things about texture. For instance, we have this guitar loop. We have, let's play the piano. Yeah, something like this. You see what I'm talking about? This is what I want to show you guys. Now, for instance, I have something like this. For instance, I play this type of chord, and maybe I started with this. Or what should I use? Let me use this. I started with something like this. Let me do. Now, you didn't know that you can be able to, how will I call this? What will I call this type of play with this type of arrangement? You understand? You know you can cover the space. Listen to the chord. Let's do something here. Before, I would just, after playing this type of melody, I would just feel that I've done everything. You get? Then I start just adding my drums. Let me add the drums so you see what I'm talking about. This. Just start add the drums. Then by the time I'm done with the drums, I do my rolls and everything. Then I add the bass. You get? And I'm done. But as time goes on, when I started getting loops, sample pack, I now discovered that I can definitely have something like this inside, and it will make sense. Assuming I'm not a guitarist, let's remove this one. Look at it and play. Let's play it and see. You can see the texture it has added. Now let's add this reverse. Look at the kind of texture Look at. Now, imagine even if I don't know how to play the guitar. You understand? Even if I don't know how to play the guitar, with this alone, I already have a vibe. You get me? I already have a vibe. So I didn't know. I was just like, just make beat, play the chord and all of that. And from there, growth. You understand? You start listening to other people's work and production and start applying what you learned to your own production. That's what makes you grow very, very fast. So thank you guys for watching. God bless you, and see you next in our next episode. Thank you guys for